All right, so this video is basically just going to talk about how we finally got monetized for this second channel of mine. And basically what this second channel is just documenting my life. And so I kind of always just posted videos just to express my thoughts and to mainly do it for fun. And also, I guess I'm trying a challenge where I'm posting every single day for a year and seeing how that goes. But it was really at the point where I decided to not edit, which was why I was able to do that in the first place. That challenge where I basically just forced myself to talk to the camera and not pause and not like, oh, I can edit it later so I can pause and think about what I need to say. But instead just be natural and like talk as I would if it were real life, you know, because you don't get to do that in real life. You can't just all of a sudden stop talking to someone and be like, give me a minute and then just, I mean, you could do that, but it'd be kind of strange. Anyways, so we're finally monetized. I didn't expect that for this channel, at least because, you know, a lot of my videos are not really well edited, but you know, I guess the fact that I was in Japan helped a lot for sure. I'm not in Japan right now, but just me recording every day and just talking about random stuff in Japan, like whatever I felt like, is probably why I got monetized. And also my video where I talked about Accutane and acne. Those are probably the two reasons. But either way, the main reason is thanks to people who actually watch my content. And some of them are actually my friends out there. So I really appreciate you guys. And I also appreciate, you know, the people I don't know. I enjoy interacting with anyone. I think that's one thing that I've learned about myself since college is that I like talking to people. Doesn't matter who they are as long as they actually want to talk. So, you know, I guess for this one, let me know if you guys have any questions. I will try my best to answer them like throughout the videos to come. It's closer to the timeline. It's basically the beginning of June now that I'm recording this. So back then when I was in Japan, I would record a lot of videos. I would record probably up to max 2 months ahead of time. That was max. It wasn't like that for long because then there were some periods of time where I just stopped recording because I felt like, you know, I don't want to get too far ahead. Otherwise, what I'm saying is not connected to what's actually happening in reality. So now I only have 1 week of videos going until I think June 10th-ish. So the timeline is catching up and I don't know, I think I'll try to keep it around 1 week to 2 weeks from now on. So it depends though. If I go back to Japan, then that might change. I just didn't want to like post 5 videos in one day basically back then, because sometimes I would record 5 videos in one day and yeah. But we're getting ready to actually record more and using our good camera. Since we're here in, you know, the house again in California, it's like, might as well try to make the shots look interesting and experiment with angles and lighting and all that stuff. So that's where the future videos are headed, so that I'm not just walking around like this in my house. I mean, yeah, I felt like I needed to walk around for this video because that's kind of how I ended up getting monetized in the first place. Anyways, looking at the stats for monetization, it's not much. I'm like making less than $1 a day from it. So it's really not much at all, but it's still a cool feeling to have the channel monetized and everything. Yeah, this is gonna continue to just be a documentation of my life, basically, my thoughts. And I'm still struggling with how in depth or how much personal stuff I want to talk about in the future. I generally try to avoid that, but I'll be as like honest with my thoughts as possible without revealing too much information, I guess. It's always a fine line. I think that's just going to be something I have to balance forever because yeah, who knows, we'll see. Anyways, thank you guys so much for, you know, watching all the time and helping me get to this point for monetization. And again, let me know if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll get to them in future videos or potentially even just answer them in the comments. Okay, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.